16. I will be posting 2 videos today because yesterday I had a malfunction, and the video that I was trying to post, because I do it every day, would not post within the time frame. And I decided that I wanted to re-record it as well because it was from the King James Version, and I wanted to stick with the New International Version. Okay, so without further ado, I do apologize for not having it up yesterday, and that would be the first time in like 120 days that I wasn't able to post. I apologize. I've asked God for forgiveness because I've been very much committed to it, and anyway. All right, so Mark chapter 5, they went across the lake to the region of Gernesis. When Jesus got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet him. This man lived in the tombs, and no one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain, for he had often been chained hand and foot, but he tore the chains apart and broke the irons on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills he would cry out and cut himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of his voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." For Jesus had said to him, "Come out of this man, you impure spirit." Then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" "My name is Legion," he replied, for we are many, and he begged Jesus again and again not to send them out of the area. A large herd of pigs was feeding on the nearby hillside. The demons begged Jesus, "Send us among the pigs, allow us to go with them." He gave them permission, and the impure spirits came out and went into the pigs. The herd, about 2,000 in number, rushed down the steep bank into the lake and were drowned. Those tending to the pigs ran off and reported this to the town and the countryside, and the people went out to see what had happened. When they came to Jesus, they saw a man who had been possessed by legion demons sitting there, dressed in a right mind, and they were afraid. Those who had seen it told people that had happened in demon-possessed man, and told the pigs as well. Then the people began to plead with Jesus to leave their region. As Jesus was getting into the boat, the man who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him. Jesus did not let him, but said, "Go home to tell your people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he had mercy on you." So the man went away and began to tell Decapolis. Decapolis, that is the 10 cities. So Decapolis, I think Deca, Greek word for 10, deca. Okay. How much Jesus had done for him, and all the people were amazed. All right, so that concludes this video. We're going to do a devotion. So that is when Jesus takes out the spirit, the legions were in one person. Unreal. Duck, Duck, Goose. If you ever need a refill on your joy meter, play Duck, Duck, Goose with 5-year-olds. A picker walks around in a circle of children, touching one head at a time, saying duck, duck. Eventually, the picker taps the head and says goose, and the goose chases the picker around the circle, trying to tag him or her. You can imagine how silly and crazed it can get. If you ever join in as an adult, you'll remember that the silliness feels like. Children have a knack for the unconditional, rapturous silliness, unrestrained belly laughs, melodious giggles, bursting enthusiasm, playful absorption. As often as possible, taking off your adult hat and returning to the land of silliness, where worry has no place and life has no limits, where the only task to be completed is embracing life to its fullest. Although you can never return to childhood, you can join children in play to learn from these masters of joy. He will fill your mouth with laughter and your lips shouts of joy. That is Job 8:21. All right, we will see you in about 30 seconds for the next video. All right, thanks.